just announced the largest capital investment in the last 20 years here at Killington. One of the signature projects is the redesign of Snowdon. You want to walk us through what we're going to do over here?
Yeah, I mean, this is so exciting, right? We've looked at the maps in the office and everything, but to be out here and actually look at what we're going to do. You know, obviously Snowdon is a great mountain, a lot of skiing, but it's also known for what? A lot of intersections. So with a capital plan we've put together, we're going to really enhance this area. Probably the newest thing is the new lift that's going to go in here, a 6-place detachable bubble lift, going to be high speed. So all those old nicknames of the Snowdon quad and everything are going to be gone. You'll be able to whisk right up the mountain in a cover on those cold, windy days. It's going to be awesome.
So Jeff, tell us about the ride time.
Well, that's probably the really cool thing. You know, the fixed grip quad was about anywhere from 10 to 12 to 13 minutes with stops and everything. The new lift will be 4.5 minutes. Can you imagine?
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be really cool.
So Jeff, we've been talking a lot about how we can improve intersections and make it feel less crowded here. You want to talk through some of the things we're looking at Snowdon?
Okay, so on Snowdon, besides the lift, which will be really, really cool with the ride time, the first question is going to be, more people on the mountain. Well, we've put a whole plan together for the flow through Snowdon. So as we've seen in the past, there's a lot of intersections on Snowdon. Now there'll be a series of tunnels. And what are the tunnels going to do? That's actually going to give us great top to bottom skiing off this new lift. So probably, Mike, your next question is, how are we going to open up top to bottom skiing with Upper Bunny typically closed for race training?
Right, so KMS has typically used Bunny Buster a lot of days for their race training. Pretty excited to announce that now we're going to move them over to Swirl on Ram's Head. And they're really excited because they're going to have their own dedicated race trail 7 days a week. That's going to allow us to have top to bottom skiing from Bunny. We're going to add a tunnel and a bridge that you'll be able to just go right over Great Northern and right down Mousetrap. So that's going to be great.
And you know, the other thing, it's such a win-win for everybody because actually KMS has been looking for this terrain on Swirl for years. It's really going to enhance their program as well as open up Snowdon to that top to bottom skiing.
Right, I mean, we get a lot of feedback that, hey, you have race trails closed for racing and people want to be able to ski that. I think Bunny Buster is one of those trails that's really popular and people wish was open more. So this is sort of a win-win. KMS gets their own trail on Ram's Head and we get this trail that's pretty important to the Snowdon pod back, and now we're going to make it top to bottom.
You know, and then a little bit more on the tunnels. It's going to be really interesting with the plan that we have. Great Northern, which comes from the peak all the way down through Snowdon, causing a lot of those intersections, is now going to be able to carry that flow of skiers underneath those trails that'll now be top to bottom, like Upper Chute down onto Mousetrap to Lower Snowdon area. It's going to really enhance that flow for both abilities.
We're also going to take Great Northern and connect it to Caper, which will take a couple more of those intersections out on Chute. So I think people are going to notice that Snowdon really is going to start to ski differently.